So here's a couple of questions that may cause you anxiety in the exams, but they're actually more straightforward than you may think. So the first thing you need to do with any trigonometry question is label the sides of your triangles. We know that the longest side is the hypotenuse, the side opposite the angle is the opposite, and the side that runs alongside the angle is the adjacent. The next thing we must remember is SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA. Okay, this is to help us to remember the ratios for trigonometry. Now, as you can see, I've got my opposite and my hypotenuse. So I'm going to use sine, which is opposite over hypotenuse, so I can get rid of the rest. And I'm going to replace my values. So sine 25 equals 0.42 on the opposite divided by 1 for the hypotenuse. Now, as we know, any number divided by 1 is itself. So sine 25 equals 0.42. Now, we're going to use that answer for part B. So that was a 1 mark question. So we got our 1 mark. So for a 2 mark question, that usually shows there's 2 steps. Well, the first step is to use your answer to part A to work out side B. We're going to label our triangle again. So the longest side is the hypotenuse, the side opposite, y, is the opposite, and we've got the adjacent side next to it. Now, remembering SOHCAHTOA, I've got my opposite that I need to find, but I know my hypotenuse. So I'm going to put that in. So I know it's sine. So it's sine 25 equals my opposite over my hypotenuse, which is 1. Now, all I need to do is rearrange the formula. So I'm going to multiply my denominator out. So I times both sides by 1. So it becomes 1 times sine 25 equals my opposite. And now I'm going to use my answer from part A in my answer here. So I'm going to substitute sine 25 for 0.42. So 1 times 0.42 equals my opposite, which means my opposite equals 0.42. And there's your answer.